Company is a live media and entertainment company where we specialize in broadcast technology and live events on a global scale. We have a saying around here, it's called inspiring imagination. We have to inspire it into others, but it's also inspiring our own imagination to create a solution for others. Some of the challenges we've had on the workflow of the cloud have been interesting, to say the least. One of the things that was interesting is that we found in the anomalies when we can take an on-prem device and have the exact same hardware on the cloud in Azure and in the AWS world, we would only get about 60% efficiency in those machines, which was very problematic, and especially for the cost of what you're paying for that. And you're going like, wow, I'm paying for 60% of the horsepower for what? Over the last few years, we've had a relationship with Tata Communications. Just recently, we started talking about the Tata Compute system, which is a new VM platform for them in edge computing that allows us to be close to home here in Los Angeles in their data center here, and then that keeps the latency down between our tactile responses and what we're doing. But also the beauty of that system is that we can connect to their video connect systems and all the rest of their ecosystem, so we're all in one closed circuit, which is actually a very helpful situation to be in. We actually started our shift to the cloud a little bit before COVID broke out. But with COVID and how that closed everything down, we actually had to make that move a lot faster than we expected, and we had to cob together a whole bunch of solutions to get it into the cloud to be able to do our shows. There was still a need for our corporate customers and our esports customers to turn around and do shows and still, talk to their constituents and talk to their audiences and talk to their communities. So this need was still there, and we had to figure out a way to quickly deploy to the cloud in every aspect of the show. It couldn't just be on site, because we couldn't go on site. Everybody had to work from home. It's been some great benefits working with Tata Communications on this. It's been just a few people that we've had to communicate with, and we always had somebody to call and deal with all the problems of like, how do you deploy this? How do you put this together? How do you make this work? All being in one system, from our working backwards from our CDN back to the video connect and back into the video compute. All these elements together in one system and one company makes a huge difference. The majority of the issues that we see in remote broadcasting and all these things that we're doing is the handshaking between devices. And once you have engineers that are all working for the same company, it makes it much easier to sit there and figure these things out. We're actually replacing a lot of our infrastructure with Tata's infrastructure. So we've had plenty of other companies we've dealt with in the IT world over the last few years, but we found it whereas it's easier for us to deal with Tata alone, and it makes it whereas the customer service there has been fantastic. That way we can turn around and deploy things, try experimenting things, and try things that you wouldn't normally be able to do in an AWS or Azure environment.